We are going to talk about reciprocal of trig ratios, and we will see, not really in this section, what is the usage of reciprocal trig ratios. But by definition, the reciprocal of any number is another number where the product of those two numbers is going to be equal to 1. Be careful. There is a big difference between reciprocal and inverse. Okay? These functions that you will see are reciprocal. They are not inverse, as you know before about the inverse of a function that you solve for x and then replace y and x together and then you get the inverse. But these are the reciprocal. So by definition, we define the reciprocal, okay, of two expressions when their product is going to give you 1. It's easy to understand the reciprocal of a number. You just inverse it or flip it, then you get the reciprocal of that number. For instance, 2 and 1 over 2. But the reciprocal of a function, let's say x is 1 over x, because when you multiply x and 1 over x, you get 1. Using the reciprocal, I can define the reciprocal of the three trig ratios that you learned before: sine, cos, and tan. And I define them the following way. We define the cosecant of x to be 1 over sine x. Secant of x is 1 over cos x. And cotan of x is equal to 1 over tan x. Okay? These are the new functions we are defining. 1 over sine x, 1 over cos x, and 1 over tan x. Okay, example 1. We have a right triangle which have the following measurement for the sides. You have hypotenuse to be 5, one leg to be 3, and the other leg to be 4. You are supposed to find the 6 trig ratios for angle A. Okay? So you have to write down what are the trig ratios. Remember, you knew before this lesson 3 trig ratios: sine, tan, cos. Now you have 3 more in your toolbox: secant, cosecant, and cotan. Okay? So tell me, what are all these functions for angle A? Go ahead. Okay, to find the sine, tan, and the cos of angle A, I'm going to go and use the SOHCAHTOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so I say that sine A is equal to, opposite to A is 3 divided by 5. Cos of A is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 4 over 5. And tan A is opposite over adjacent, which is 3 over 4. Now, if you find the reciprocal of each one of them, then it's going to be the new set of trig ratios. So I'm going to say cosecant of A is going to be 5 over 3. Secant of A is going to be the reciprocal of 4 over 5, which is 5 over 4. And cotan of A is going to be reciprocal of 3 over 4, which is 4 over 3. Okay, the next question, you have been given 3 trig ratios for angle ABC, and you're supposed to find the angle ABC using your calculator to the nearest degree. So go ahead and see if you can find it. So let's see how we can find the first one, cosecant of A. The point here is that be careful, do not use the inverse function on your calculator, because cosecant of A is not inverse of sine of A. Okay? It's reciprocal. But your calculator most likely doesn't have the function cosecant of A, so you can find the inverse of cosecant to find the angle. what you are going to do is that you are going to write cosecant of A in terms of sine of A. So I can write the first one as 1 over sine A is equal to 8. But 1 over sine A is equal to 8, so I can just flip both sides, and I get sine of A is equal to 1 over 8. Now your calculator can be used because you have the inverse function on your calculator. So if you use inverse sine and the value 1.8, then you will get A is approximately 7 degrees. Now for the second one, secant of B can be written as 1 over cos B is equal to 5 over 2. Now I'm going to flip both sides. I get cos B is equal to 2 over 5. So B is about how much? 66 degrees. For cotan C, I'm going to write 1 over tan C is equal to 5 over 16. So tan C is equal to 16 over 5. Using the inverse function, you get 72 degrees or 73 degrees. Okay, I know that the cosecant of that angle, let's call it x, is negative 2. But by definition, cosecant is 1 over sine x. So I can write this guy as 1 over sine x is equal to negative 2. Or I can flip both sides. Remember, this is division by 1. So I get sine x is minus 1 over 2. Now, you have, as I said, you have to know these special angles by heart. The angle that gives you 1 over 2, forget about negative, because we want to know what is the reference angle. The reference angle is 30 degrees, okay? Because sine of 30 is going to give you 1 over 2. But if you look at this one, sine of x is negative. Now, if I look at the unit circle, remember sine is the y value or y coordinate of the point. The only place that the y coordinate is negative is either in this coordinate and this quadrant, which is 3 or 4, okay? Now, the reference angle is 30 degrees. So if I make, okay, this point to be mirrored around the origin, I will get this point. Okay? Now, the point is that what is this angle here? Okay? This angle is going to be, if this is 30, then this angle is how much? 30. So this angle becomes what? Sorry? 180 plus 30 is going to give you 210. So one angle is 210 degrees. Okay? The other angle, which is going to give you a negative value, is going to be the mirror of this point on to x-axis. And it's going to give you this point here. Okay? Now, I have to find this angle. Remember, if this is 30, this is 30, right? The whole thing is 360. So how much is this angle? From here to here. 360 minus 30, which is 330. So these are the two angles. Now, how you are going to check it, go ahead and use your calculator and tell me what is sine of 210. Okay, what is sine of 330? Now, if sine of x is negative 0.5, what is cosecant of x? Negative 0.5 is negative 1 over 2. So cosecant is going to be negative 2, which is what we are looking for here.